Welcome back, everybody. Blind Tom's Adventures. It's May, not May. It's April. Beginning of April. I'm not sure exactly what day. I don't know. I don't really keep track. But it's time to get some chinking done on the cabin, or at least the foam backer, and get some insulation done and work on the porch. Anyways, stay tuned. That's all coming. I think we got a little bit of snow here. Today it's actually quite nice. It's supposed to be 52 or something. So anyways, stay tuned. I'll show you guys what's going on. Hey guys, here we are up at the cabin. The ski boost, the sled worked pretty good. Needs another belt, which there's another one in the back. Slipped some. Look at this snow. A while. Get some work done. Or maybe I'll freeze, one or the other. You guys see how much snow that is? Finish unloading this, which we brought Major up here too, so, and then we got to bring about 6 more loads in. So we got to get busy. My hand is shaking because of getting back here. Anyways, catch back in a little bit. You guys, check this out. This is from the front door looking out. Quite the snow pile. Major's going nuts with his toy. Yeah, doghouse over there somewhere, buried in snow. I know everybody probably says that I should have put the roof the other way, put the door on the gable end, but this is what I wanted, and it's all fine here. And if the British comes to attack, I can hide behind the snow. Another doghouse over here somewhere. See what it looks like this, but there's still no snow up against the cabin. Oh, right here, I guess there is. There you guys go. I'm up to I can check out the roof. The roof is about thigh high. Well, we got about 4 more loads we got to haul in, so. Good morning, everybody. We made it through the night. I'm sure you can probably see my breath. I can't see it, but it's brisk 30 degrees. I think we got her up to 40 in here now. But the wife stayed here last night and she thinks she's nuts and she thinks I'm nuts. Got some coffee. Major just loving it. Aren't you, boy? Okay. So we got a little bit of snow outside, like you seen earlier. For some reason, we can't keep too much heat in here. It might be because somebody needs to get chinking. And I keep trying to show Major, but he doesn't want to chink. I don't know what the deal is. So I'm gonna drink some more coffee, hoping it's gonna warm up a little bit outside. Huh? Yeah, I gotta bring in some lumber for some more projects, and we gotta get busy. Okay, we gotta get in that pickup box trailer. Look how deep that snow is. And we can walk around on it fine. A brisk 40 degrees today. Yeah. Yeah. Wife says it's pretty well buried. We gotta get in that. Maybe I should just start the truck up and drive it out. Oh yeah, the front half's missing. Smoke coming out of the chimney of the cabin? Oh yeah, I don't have the chimney in it yet. That'd been nice. Okay, well, we gotta get back to work. Shoveling that out or figuring out a plan. Not sure why, but that tree's bothering them. We just had to come over here and dig out the other doghouse. Hope you guys can tell. To get the dog lead out of there. You gonna go in there? There's that beautiful picture. Huh? Now here he is. Attacking more trees. He loves it. What's so unbelievable about this is 10 months ago was just some pushed over trees here. Absolutely no cabin, no nothing. And just weekends and a few weeks, well, every weekend last summer and a few other weeks that we took off, built this cabin. 10 months ago, these logs were a pile of logs laying in the backyard. Yes, it's got a long ways to go, but for me, my wife, a buddy of mine, and his wife, and Aaron at Big Valley Log Works, check his channel out. He does some really good log cabin builds. He helped some too, but for us to do this just a few weeks and weekends, build this entire cabin is unbelievable. Said 10 months ago. right where the cabin sits was about a dozen trees just pushed over and just a complete mess. If you guys haven't checked out them videos, you can go back last year and check them out. She's shoveling out the fire ring. Probably not for a fire, but we got to get some measurements. And Major's loving all the snow. He thinks it's a game. Okay, I grabbed a piece of grip strip I showed you in the other video, which is a closed foam backer insulation. Still got to use a silicone chinking that goes over it, but trying to get this done so seal up the cracks. I just put that piece in about 10 seconds. So it'll go pretty good. I still got a staple or something in there, but I think it'll go quickly. Meanwhile, Major's still playing. Good morning, everybody. It is 35 degrees inside the cabin. Picked up this little heater, borrowed it from a neighbor. So, and we got another, see if I can show you. Snow here. Here today, we spent more time yesterday trying to get the rest of my lumber and everything in here, as they're working chinking this wall, all these gaps. So that's the project for today. The problem is I'm running out of staples. I don't have enough to do that. So, not sure. Plan B is I got some foam board. I could go from the bottom of the loft there down to the wall, all the way across, and kind of try to keep some heat in. So I'm gonna figure out a plan and get back with you guys. Hey guys, so this is what I came up with. I did OSB from the loft, on the floor, the door. I know that's hard to see, but I can't get back far enough. I got that piece of plastic hanging down. Let's go on in here. I moved the heaters in here. Let's go in here and check this out. Here I got, so basically I sectioned off half the cabin. So basically I sectioned off half the cabin here. Got that heater over here. The buddy heater over here. Let's check our temperature. Spent about 30 minutes. Remember what it was before. Where are we at now? What's that say? About 50? Yeah. So it's climbing. Getting better. 50 I can deal with. 40's okay. I don't really like the 30. Now it's going to take a little bit to warm up everything in here. So I'm just sitting here trying to dry my boots out. There's nothing worse than getting up and trying to get something done and putting on a wet boot first thing in the morning. And it's not good for your feet. I'm trying to dry these off a little bit. I'm trying to figure out my plan. I need to chink the other wall. and show you guys how to do that. But I don't have enough staples. Might be able to go 3 miles down the road to the neighbors and get a ride to town to get more staples. But then again, I also need to get other stuff done. So, and now that I got my wall up, I'm just heating this part, and I'm not heating the open ceiling there. So it should work a lot better. So many projects, what to start with? Well, obviously the first thing is dry my boots off, because I definitely need them. As I was trying to figure out why they got wet, there's a hole, and I think it's the other one. I'm gonna finish drying these off, get dressed. As you see, I'm still in my long johns. And then I'll get back with you when I figure out what I'm doing. Morning, everybody. What'd you do? Find your toy? So, looks like the sun's coming out. I drank my pot of coffee. I gotta figure out what to work on. So I'm just looking at the chinking that I put in. Need another staple there. Of course, all my stuff is buried in snow. Well, I gotta get a few things cleaned up. And then I got the styrofoam here. Let's get some few things cleaned up, and we'll get busy on something. Hey guys, so it took me a little bit to figure out how I want to do a porch ceiling here. I got it figured out now. Now I need to do all the rest of them. And I need to get some screws and screw them ones up there. Yeah, sounds like a plan. Yeah. I know there's a button somewhere here for more power. What does that do? Why can't you just give me maximum power all the time? Seems better. Let's try another one. We're standing on top of the ladder. But I can't read that, so it's all okay. Maybe that's what Major's trying to tell me right now. Oh, stop. Back up here. You're wondering why I don't have gloves on. That's because I can't see that well, and I gotta feel what I'm doing. Them two are up. I think there's 20 more to go. There's some precise cutting here. I do hope I'm cutting these right. Hey guys, so got the rafters up here. Missed a lot of videotaping because the cell phone battery went dead. Went from 85% down to 5%. And that little other clip that I did, I got them all butted in up there. Not butted in, they're lapped over, is it called? I don't know. 2x4s, and on the end I got a 2x8. Still got to do the other 2x8 down here on this end. And the very last one there. You want to know how cold it is? Well, I went through 3 batteries in the impact driver doing these. And I totally forgot to bring my water in, which is now a frozen block. That's a frozen block of ice. So, and my cell phone only lasts about 10 minutes of videotaping. So even though it's on airplane mode, everything else is shut off. Yeah, it's pretty. Sun's out. It's definitely pretty chilly out here. So I think I'm going to take some of this foam board and put it up there on the inside too to kind of try to insulate a little bit better, try to keep a little more heat in there. If I can maintain 50, I'll be fine for right now. I mean, the cabin will eventually be warmer than that, but this trip. Today and tomorrow is supposed to be worst 2 days, and it's supposed to be in the middle 40s. I think high today was 22, 25. I don't know. It's, what would it be? April 7th right now. Look at all the snow and cold weather. And having some really weird weather, you guys. Did you want your toy? He's absolutely loving it. But yeah, I think this would do good right now. Right for the time being, I'm going to take this 1/4-inch plywood. I'm going to put it up here. I might do some tongue and groove later over the top of it. But for right now, that's what I'm doing because it's the cheapest method. I can always put it over the top of it later. You're wondering, I didn't miss one here. I'm going to do an access hole, so if I ever need to get up in here, I can get up in here. So I didn't miss one. I got to frame that in still. Well, I better quit talking, get back to work, and shut the phone off so it doesn't drain the battery. Okay guys, so I started hanging some of these OSB, and then, well, it's not OSB, it's plywood. But then I realized that I'm going crooked. I'm getting a little frustrated and hard to handle by myself. So I think I'm going to move on to another project. And think about this one and figure out how I'm going to do this, because I've dropped that plywood so many times. I wish I could record a lot more of this, guys, but every time I do, I mean, it just kills my battery. So let me think on this and move on to something else. Good morning, everybody. Today is April 8th, I believe, Tuesday morning. The snow's still out there. Still 3 feet of it. Today is a town day. I have to go to town. Unfortunately, I don't want to, but I have to get the staples to finish chinking. So I'm staple that in there. And I'm completely out of propane. How am I going to keep my cabin nice and brisk, 45 degrees, without propane? Right now it's pretty chilly in here. And it's chillier outside. You want to know how cold it is in here? There's my water. It's somewhat a slush. Coffee was half frozen this morning. I was able to get a little bit of water out of there to make some coffee. So, I need to go to town, is the moral of the story. So I gotta load up, I believe there is 4 more propane tanks that I have that I need to get loaded up. Oh, I need to remember to grab some staples so make sure I get the right ones. See, I put up that styrofoam too. This thing will heat a lot better when I get done. Well, one thing, get done chinking them. The wind just blows right in. And all the eaves, all the way along both sides, are wide open. And then the peak is wide open, it's vented. So air just blows right up through here, and heat just goes right up through here. So I was trying to get that done too, but I don't know. We'll see. She is chilly in here this morning. Woo! I need to put a wood stove in here. Well, a couple reasons. With all these gaps, still not going to hold any heat. I need to get this sealed up. Number 2, I haven't picked up the wood stove. I told the guy I'd get it, but I haven't got it yet. Number 3, all my firewood is buried in 3 feet of snow. So, right now, propane is what it is. Okay, guys, got her all loaded up. Ski boost, snowmobile. Letting Major play a little bit. He's not going. Load her up with propane. Got some staples to make sure to match up to the ones that I need. So I'm gonna finish drinking some coffee here, and then head down. No, I'm not driving to town. I'm running down the road to where it's plowed and meeting the neighbor. He's gonna give me a ride to town. So, propane, staples. I think that's about it. Anyways, catch you guys when I get back. Okay, back from town. Got my staples. Got my propane filled. Hopefully nobody will. I won't get a ticket for having the tanks laid down on the way back. So, they're all filled. Let's head on back and get something done. Hey guys, because I'm running an air nailer, air stapler. Got the generator running. See the air compressor. Got my staples, my staple gun, the backer rod. I'll show you. Oh, somebody here? So what we gotta do here, first thing, apparently get the quick coupler unthawed. Imagine that's froze. So what we're doing here, we're doing the backer rod, or what's known as grip strip. Let me grab a piece here. This stuff right here, if you can see me. Anyways, I got 3 different sizes of this. That's actually a thicker one. You can see I did part of it. Well, that's snow, but over here, did part of it, and I was running out of staples. I didn't videotape this because I was in a hurry. I was trying to keep some heat in here. I hurried up and did a bunch, but anyway, so what you do, you gotta figure out your gap, like this one right here. I can tell needs a bigger one. So what you do is you kind of put it in here like this. You can see what I'm doing. Quit. Go get your toy. The reason I'm stopping right here is because this block that goes up. So I stop here. I'll cut another piece. Major, quit. So just go like that. Would you stop? Oh, did you get your toy? Kind of push her on in here. Quiet. Oh, give me a toy. Well, give it to me. Sometimes it's hard to get things done with Jabbermouth over there, and any type of tool that makes noise he doesn't like. So, feel right there. It's got to go right there. Cut my finger off. Perfect. Pretty simple, really, you guys. Like then down here, I put one piece there. Then what there is, this is grip strip is what it's called, like I said before. And it's foam close cell backer. You get this from Schrader Log Home Supplies. Really nice people, really helpful. And then the chinking that goes over it is actually like a caulk. I can't do that right now because the logs themselves has to be 50 degrees. So that means, I mean, here is what did I say, April 7th, 8th, something like that. And it's 20 some degrees out. And we have 3 feet of snow. So it'll probably be like July. And then I can do that part. But either way, this will fill in the cracks. See, these ones are a little skinnier. So if I need them, there's another one through the skinnier. Let's go ahead and staple that. As I was inside the last few days standing by this wall, I could feel the cold breeze. You need to be quiet. I need to find a place to hang this. Like this gap down here is smaller, so I can use a smaller one. Stuff around in there. Sometimes the gap in the log will get wider and you have to cut it off and you go to a wider piece. And sometimes when I'm working, I put him inside. So what's this bottom one? This one's a big one for sure. So what's this one? This feels like a smaller one. Sometimes if you get to a knot, you push it in, or you gotta take a knife and cut around it. I know you got your toy. I'm busy doing something. Give me just a minute. Played a little bit this morning before I had to go to town, so he's a little still wound up. Okay. Coming back over, see why. That one really could have been a thicker one, but it'll be okay. Whatever you do, don't staple your finger. I just dropped the microphone. Quit! Or give me the toy. You're gonna go to bed. As you can see, this goes along pretty quickly. And I think I want to cut it right there. And go back to a wide one. Okay, well I usually do, I already climbed up here, but I'll feel the gaps there and kind of predetermine what sizes I'm going to need first. I feel like it's probably some medium, some small. So I'm going to grab them ahead of time. That medium one fits in there pretty good. And then right here it's tighter, so I'm going to do the small. Right here you can see that this is small here, so I'll use a small one. Where it gets bigger, I'll go back to medium and medium, finish out. This is probably medium, well small, medium, probably medium all the way there. Ended up to be a very nice day. Of course it still is only 20s, but sun shining, clear sky tonight, so I don't know if you guys know, but it's supposed to be down to 12 here tonight. So now that I got all this chinking done, I'll show you the other wall. Got all that done. Plugged up some other holes. I got propane, so I just turned on the heaters. I checked, it's 30 degrees in there. So I'm gonna kind of see how warm I can get it. See if I can get it. 60 would be really awesome. 50 I'd be okay with. 40, well, I can survive in 30 too, but we'll see how warm I can get it. I'll give it about an hour or something and see. It's only been, I don't know, 20 minutes, I'd say. Generator's running in the background for recharging batteries. I got that kerosene heater going. Try to warm up this area now that the wall's chink. Got the buddy heater going, which I know that's not safe, but and that one going. So 20 minutes ago it was 30 degrees. What's that now? What's it say? Oh, we're at 50 already. About 50 in 20 minutes. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, it's been about 45 minutes, 40 minutes, something like that. I didn't look at the time. Let's go in and see how it's doing. Also carrying in the Milwaukee battery charger. Oh, so far it's warmer here. Yeah, let's go check the thermometer in here. Definitely more warmer in here. Went up 30 degrees in 45 minutes. Kind of just use that one. Wasn't expecting it to jump up that high. A couple of days ago, even with that one and this one going, I could only get it up to 40, 45. I don't know what meter's going off, Bo. That's got to be at least 50 out here. Sealing up holes makes a huge difference. So, it's about, I don't know, 5:30, 5:45, so I think I'm going to get me something to eat and figure out my plan for tomorrow. Let you guys know I might work on some other stuff. Good morning, everybody. This was a lot better temperature. 60, 65 all night long. And it was 10, 12 degrees outside. That's a lot better. By sealing in them gaps, so I can get some more coffee in me and get at her.